the Cubs did finally win their second series of the season. It's taken 1 month. They won the first series of the season against the Milwaukee Brewers, you might remember. In fact, that was actually a shortened series. So I'm not even sure they've actually won that series yet because they still have a game to make up. But the Cubs did beat the Padres in San Diego, of all places.
San Diego.
Yeah, so that was an encouraging moment. Unfortunately, they have suffered myriad injuries and just strange things happening all week. To the point where I'm gonna make essentially our shit you couldn't make up this week. We're gonna call it Cubs shit you couldn't make up. Too many things going on with the Cubs, not to call it shit we couldn't make up because it's incredible. Number one, I'll start with we were talking about injuries. I'll start with Nico Hoerner being
Unbelievable.
injured by a collision with the second base umpire, which I've never heard of. I don't know if you have.
No.
Unfortunately, I was listening to this game on the radio. I was out for a walk and I did not see it. And there's no video evidence of this that I can find on social media or anywhere. And I even heard Brett Taylor from Bleacher Nation complaining about this, that you can't find any video of this, which isn't too surprising because
an ump's involved.
Well, the ump was involved, but of course, but Nico was just lining up to be a relay man off of a hit to center field. So the camera wouldn't necessarily be on that part of the play. It was on Jason Hayward trying to field the ball. Nico is running into position to be the relay man, and somehow second base umpire Dan Iassogna was in the way. Iassogna, by the way, I saw this reported at least one place. They spelled his name wrong. They spelled his name Lasagna. Somebody mistook the uppercase I for a lowercase L and corrected it. So I'm like, lasagna. So I'm gonna I'll drop in the Dave Grohl. I'm making lasagna commercial.
Right you should throw in the manja too. Yeah. Manja.
Somehow Iassogna and Hap got tangled up, and it resulted in a ankle sprain that is now sidelined Nico Hoerner. So just a ridiculous occurrence. I did notice when I was listening on the radio, the next play, Hoerner actually stayed in for a few plays and was okay until he realized his ankle was swelling and it was going to be an issue. But Ron Coomer pointed out on the very next play that Iassogna was standing really close to Nico Hoerner where he was playing in the field, and it's like, why is Coomer said he's never seen an umpire stand so close to a fielder. It's like, why? Again, I'm listening on the radio, and there's no video of any of that play, the previous play where he was actually injured, and the play after that. But you'd think an umpire would need to give any infielder plenty of room to be able to make whatever play they need to make. If they have to back up, if they have to run forward, if they have to sprint to the side, why they'd be close at all is kind of bizarre. Iassogna, of course, has subsequently apologized, I don't know if he apologized. He at least explained what he was doing. It doesn't make any sense to me why you would ever collide with an infielder. The whole job, or I guess number two job of an umpire. Number one is make the right call, and number two is get the fuck out of the way of the players, let them play the game. So I can't say he had one job. He screwed up his second job, I guess, but get the fuck out of the way. So unfortunately, it's another on a long list of injuries that the Cubs are dealing with. Of course, Nick Madrigal has a back issue now. Seiya Suzuki's out with another ankle injury. Marcus Stroman and now Dave Roberts are both out with COVID. Not officially. I think they're just on the non-disclosed injury list, whatever they call it. They I think HIPAA laws say they can't just say it's COVID. They just put them on some other list that's not necessarily the IL. But
Yeah, it's a list where you can come back whenever you're healthy.
Less than 10 days. Yeah, I think the major league rule now is if you test negative for like two tests in a row, you can come back. But Marcus Stroman has been out for close to a week now. I think it was last Sunday when he was scratched from the lineup. So it's now Thursday and he's still out. I know this because he's on my fantasy team doing nothing. So yeah, that was certainly some shit you couldn't make up right there for the Cubs. But
Word Hole Media.